April Fools. It's a little bit of fun, but have you ever wondered where it really came from? Well, nobody really knows for sure, but according to history.com, it was popularized in the 1700s in England, but actually, some say it dates back even further to the 1500s in France when there was the shift from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. And those people who forgot or didn't realize that the calendar shift had taken place continued to celebrate the new year in April instead of January. And they were fools of April. They became the idiots of the time. The joke was on them. That got me actually thinking, as interesting as that is, about the concept of time. And when you're on your own timeline, when you're on your own calendar, when you're on your own path, what does that actually mean? Owning your own time, doing things in your own time when you are ready. In this video, I want to talk about why it's never too late for you to do whatever it is you want to do, because your own time is yours. It's infinitely unique to you and nobody else, irrespective of when the calendar changes or what clock that you might be referring to for any period in your life. Stay tuned for this talk. I'm going to share with you 3 examples of people owning their own time and why it really shows that you can too. Hi guys, Calvin again. Have you ever found yourself thinking, oh man, I wish I could have had this in this time frame. I wish I could have done it like that person. You know, for example, William Zhang, a little 7 or 8-year-old kid playing the piano at Carnegie Hall, and has been playing the piano since he was essentially a baby. As soon as he could move, he was tapping the keys on his piano, and his parents consider him to be a prodigy, and a lot of other people do too. But here's what's interesting. There are many out there who then wish that their own children were like William Zhang, and even other children who think, oh, wouldn't that be cool if I were like him? And I remember having instances like that myself growing up. Don't we all, right? But I want to share that actually he is his own unique person and he's in his own time. And he's not just somebody who's blossoming early in one particular area, but it's never too late to find your purpose, to find your passion, to connect with your joy. The other person I want to talk about just briefly is Forrest Sing. Now, Forrest decided to run after the death of his family, his wife and his son. Now, given that he was a person born with an abnormality or a disability that meant that he couldn't walk until he was actually 5, he ran his first marathon in his late 80s. And then actually managed to set himself a personal best at the age of 92. What makes a person decide to get up and go, to take that bold step and do something that they never thought they could accomplish before at the ripe old age of 89? If you have something that you want to do, some passion that you want to pursue, perhaps you even feel lost in your life, just know that it's never too late to find a solution. Gone are the days where we got to 60 and then we thought, now it's time to retire. I'm a person who's watched a lot of people emigrate and return back to the Caribbean after having lived all around the world, having lived a long career, having saved for their entire lives, built a home back in their country of birth, and proceeded to die very quickly. These people have a vision in their mind that says my life must go in this chronological order, that I must be retired at 60, that I must now be old and start to wither away. But that's not always the case, and it all depends on how you own your time. The other person I want to talk about is Wang Dongshan. Now, he as you can see, is a fit 80-year-old man in this picture, having modeled for the first time at that age. They actually began to call him old model grandpa or old fresh meat in Beijing. But he was actually not even in the gym until he was of the age of 50. Now, of course, 30 years later, he shot to fame around the world as this prominent model who's come to fame. He's been in films as an actor, and he started to train halfway through his life, but he still had a zest for life that I'm saying that we all have the potential to realize for ourselves. If we own our own time and not be bound by the limitations of societal construction that says you retire at this age, or you can, yeah, at this particular age, by the age of 25, you should know what you're meant to do in your life. By the age of 50, you need to have this number of assets. You should own this particular house or have this certain value or net worth. It's all a construct of the mind. Now, Wang Dongshan says that he had been training for that occasion for 60 years. So for you in your life, this is just a really quick video to say, whatever it is you're doing right now, if you feel that you haven't achieved what you set out to achieve, if you feel that there were things that you should have achieved but haven't yet done, or maybe you feel that it's too late for you, I would encourage you to think again and maybe see that you are actually preparing for that moment. Maybe this is your equivalent of training, or as I like to say in my own words, you are an unfinished mosaic. Something my mother always told me, that you can't see the full picture until it comes together. But until that time, trust and have faith that the activity and action that you're doing is right where you're meant to be in your own timeline. All you need to do is own it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like if you found it useful, subscribe, share, and if there's anything you want me to talk about in a future video, leave it in the comments below. See you next time. Bye for now.